Morning all, and it's a brisk Sunday morning again for making a wee video to keep you up to date with what's going on in Tiree Primary and Tiree High Schools. Hopefully, like you're out and about and enjoying the fairly good weather. And it was fairly good weather that allowed me to stay in Tiree for almost the full week this week. And it was a great catch up I had with all the youngsters, hearing about what they had been up to last weekend and about what they were doing in classes with their learning, talking to the teachers about their training that's ongoing. And talking to training, we had Anya out for the whole week along with Mary Munn doing their first aid training. That was good. Also had Lorna McRae out at head teachers training, and so they'll come back with valuable information to take us forward. But in the time that I spent there, I thoroughly enjoyed learning about all the literacy, the numeracy, the subject-based work that the primaries and the high school staff and kids were involved in. But on top of that, I also got the chance to catch up with all the work that's ongoing on Tiree. And my thanks once again to Graham McCall and his team, because every time I turn up, it just seems to be a greater and greater level of improvement as that painting work makes its way through the school. And on top of that, we're also talking to Graham about the creation of a new social space, so we can create more indoor space that allows our youngsters to come out of the rain. We're talking about some extension work, we're just talking about some general improvements. So yeah, I had quite a busy week with the staff, the kids and our contractors. But the week started with a wee meeting with Comna, the parent as well, and I talked a lot about how we were going to get moving with some of the trips that we used to run. And then there was a follow-on for that meeting, which was the meeting of the Heritage Group, which is a subgroup of the Parent Council. And there's three subgroups that I told you about before, so that was one of it. That was the Heritage Group that I'm on. The Health and Wellbeing Group, that's meeting next week, and Anya's taking that forward. So, busy week for me, busy week for the kids, busy week for the staff, and it's only going to get busier. So I hope that you find the next items from Anya, Lorna and Mary interesting, informative, but of course if there's any formal stuff and letters required with detail like dates etc, we'll send them out as well. So I hope you have a lovely week ahead, and I'll see you all soon.
Here's a quick summary of our learning in primary this week. In numeracy, primary 5 and 6 pupils were identifying multiples of a number. They each chose a number and were tasked with finding the multiples of that number during a scavenger hunt around the classroom. When they had gathered all their multiples, they then created a paper chain with the multiples in order. We then used our multiples chains to decorate our classroom. In writing this term, all of our classes are focusing on narrative writing. Some of our classes were learning to write in play script this week. They created their own characters and began to build their stories. The primary 4 pupils were applying their knowledge of shape this week. They created a shape hunt for their primary 1 pupils in their class to complete. The P4 pupils were able to sort the shapes into levels and had a really good discussion about which shapes would be suitable to add to their hunt for primary 1s. They then worked with 2 primary 1 pupils to complete the task. On St Andrew's Day, some of our pupils were making saltires using pegboards. Thursday was the beginning of Advent, and this week classes have been helping to choose and design their Advent calendars. Primary 5 to 7 have chosen a digital Advent calendar where each day reveals a different short video animation or advert related to Christmas, providing opportunities for really good digital literacy discussions. In Health and Wellbeing this week, our pupils were learning about friendship. They talked about the benefits of friendships and gave examples of things that they can do to make and maintain friendships. They then shared compliments about each other, what they like about their friends, and created friendship face frames. There's quite a few dates for December that we would like to share with you. Our Christmas parties and the performance, Christmas jumper day. So these dates will be issued in a letter at the start of next week rather than me listing all the dates right now in the video. Next week we do have our school craft fair on Thursday from 2:30, and it would be great to see as many of you there as possible.
Hello, Hashak and Rangir Viakin Irish Sanard School. This week Columba delivered their assembly for the rest of the high school on the subject of suicide prevention, and their aim was to raise awareness of suicide in Scotland and to give pupils information on different mental health charities where they could find help, such as Papyrus, Mind, Suicide Prevention UK and the Samaritans. Pupils stressed the importance of talking to someone if you're feeling low or having suicidal thoughts. Pupils can come and talk to any of us in school, and we can also give the information on any of the charities mentioned. Also at the assembly, Miss Ingram encouraged pupils to undertake the John Muir Award, so please see Miss Ingram for information on how to get started with that. Other news this week, Skye Gunn and Olivia Bruce attended an online pupil voice activity with Vicky Quinn from Argyll and Bute Council and pupils from 3 other high schools. Vicky was looking for suggestions as to how pupils can be more involved with school reviews throughout the authority. The young people were able to collaborate and offered a number of suggestions using digital sticky notes on a digital interactive whiteboard called Jamboard. Next week, the S4 prelims begin, so make sure you get some last-minute studying done for those. If you've any questions at all, please make sure you talk to your teachers before your prelim date. On Tuesday next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, S1 to 3 will be making Christmas crafts ready for the craft fair on Thursday, the 8th of December. Parents, please come along if you can and buy some of these unique handmade items. The craft fair will be in the gym hall from 2:30 till 3:30, and the entrance to the gym is round at the back of the school. The Parent Council will provide refreshments. Hashin y coed the rastri shol gymor, ha mewn dochus gymfaich sin y chwle dunya santalis spors just dunya. Sin efwymse Tiree and Drast.
Welcome to Tiree Nursery News. This week was our plenary week for our theme, Autumn. We also welcomed Archie into the nursery too. After a long discussion, the children decided to embark on their biggest collaborative project yet. The children decided they were going to make their very own tree. The children all worked together and chatted continuously about all the things that they had learnt about autumn. Well, it's goodbye to autumn and hello to the countdown to Christmas. Countdowns give us wonderful numeracy opportunities, and we will be sharing them with you over the coming weeks. This week, I shared this poster with you via our Google Classroom. The nursery UNCR focus for this week was, I have the right to develop my talents and abilities. While all of our children were given many opportunities to access this right. Please remember, Thursday the 8th of December at 2:30, our Christmas craft fair opens. Please come and collect your children at the usual time, then make your way around to the school hall where you'll be able to see all of our craft stalls, including a special nursery craft stall. Looking forward to seeing you all again on Monday the 5th of December at the start of another wonderful week in the nursery.